the power of owning your existence. Somewhere along the way, they convinced you that life happens to you, that you are at the mercy of fate, that luck, circumstance, and the choices of others shape your destiny more than your own will, that your suffering, your struggles, your setbacks, all of it is outside of your control. They told you that you are a product of your past, of your upbringing, of the limits imposed upon you by the world, that you should wait for the right opportunity, the right moment, the right sign that it's time to act. But tell me, who benefits from you believing that? Who gains power when you surrender yours? Because here's the truth. You are in control. Not of the world, not of the people around you, not of every twist and turn that life throws your way, but of yourself. And in the end, that is the only control that ever truly matters. The one who controls their mind controls their reality, and the one who controls their reality shapes their future. Control is not about changing the world. It's about mastering yourself. Control does not mean bending reality to your will. It does not mean forcing others to see things your way or making life unfold exactly as you plan. That is the illusion of control, the fragile grip of those who have not yet mastered themselves. True control is knowing that no matter what happens, you decide how you respond. You control your thoughts, your actions, your discipline, your mindset. The world may throw storms at you, but you choose whether to stand firm or be swept away. Marcus Aurelius, a man who ruled the most powerful empire on earth, yet still meditated on his own mortality, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." What does this mean? It means no one, not fate, not misfortune, not the opinions of others, can control your inner world unless you let them. You can be stripped of wealth, betrayed by friends, struck down by hardship, but your mind, your will, those belong to you alone. And if you guard them, no force in the world can break you. Why people fear their own power? If you are in control, then you are also responsible. And that is the part people struggle with. It is easier to blame, easier to wait, easier to believe that something out there will fix what is broken in here. But here's what no one wants to admit. 1. You are where you are because of the choices you've made. Not every circumstance is fair. Not every hardship is your fault. But the way you react to life is yours alone. You can either own that or keep making excuses. 2. Your future is not written. Fate is not a script handed down by the gods. It is something you carve with every decision, every action, every refusal to surrender. The moment you believe you are powerless, you make it true. The moment you believe you have control, you start shaping your own reality. 3. Control comes from discipline. You cannot control your future if you cannot control yourself. A person who cannot master their impulses, their mind, their body, they are ruled by them. You do not rise to the level of your dreams. You fall to the level of your discipline. 4. There is no perfect moment, only this one. If you wait for the right time, you will wait forever. Control is taken now, in this moment, with what you have. It is not about waiting for opportunity. It is about seizing it, shaping it, making it real. People fear their own power because power comes with weight. It means there is no one left to blame. It means you cannot sit back and hope that life will change for you. You must change it yourself. And that is terrifying. But it is also the key to absolute freedom. Sustaining control over time, the art of mastery. Most people think that once they take control of their lives, they've won. They believe that a single act of willpower, a burst of motivation, or one disciplined phase is enough to set them on the right path forever. But control is not something you gain once and keep. It is not a single victory. It is a battle that must be fought every day. The mind is like a blade. It must be sharpened constantly, or it will dull. Your body is like a fortress. If left unguarded, the walls will weaken. Your will is like a fire. If you do not feed it, it will burn out. Sustaining control is not about winning once. It is about creating a system so strong that even in your weakest moments, you do not break. The 3 pillars of lasting control. 1. Control over your mind, the mental fortress. 2. Control over your body, the physical foundation. 3. Control over your time, the discipline of action. Together, they form the unshakable foundation of mastery. The unbreakable, living with absolute control. What does it look like to sustain control over time? It looks like the person who wakes up with a purpose every day, even when motivation fails. It looks like the warrior who sharpens their mind and body, knowing that both will be tested. It looks like the leader who is unshaken by chaos, because their foundation is strong. It is the person who has freed themselves from weakness, hesitation, and self-doubt, because they have chosen, every single day, to be in control. Nietzsche would challenge you. He who cannot obey himself will be commanded. Marcus Aurelius would remind you, do every act of your life as if it were your last. Socrates would ask you, what good is wisdom if it is not lived? And Alan Watts, ever the laughing philosopher, would tell you, you are the universe playing at being human, so play well. Control is not given. It is not found. It is not something you stumble upon in a moment of luck or clarity. It is not something you wait for. It's something you take. Every day, every choice, every action shapes the path ahead. The question isn't whether you have power. The question is whether you'll use it. If this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe to Hidden Shadow Productions, because the journey doesn't end here. Drop a comment below. What does control mean to you? How do you take ownership of your life? Let's keep this conversation going. And remember, you are the writer of your own story. Make it one worth telling. The shadows hold answers. Keep searching and keep growing.